Good evening, how are you doing? I am Tina Kagia, and tonight on Art in Heart, we talk about sounds from Africa. And of course, we have a nice lineup over here. We are talking about Goodman Elisha as well as Muhonja the African. Your trusted hosts, Likuyani Eli and Victoria Nkatha, will be on board. I'd love to hear everything you have to say in the comment section. And just for commenting and living a like, I could give you a shout out on 96.3 Nation FM, where good music lives, on Monday morning. See you in the section.
Hello, we are back again. It is yet another Friday, another day to be here with Art and Heart. And of course, yours truly responding to life, otherwise known as Victoria and Katha. And you know what? We have a great show lined up for you, just as Tina Kagia just introduced. And isn't she just beautiful? I mean, we have a great line up for you. But before I even start, I cannot do this without the one, the only, the handsome, the man himself, Mr. Eli Likuyani. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Good evening, Victoria. It's yet another Friday. It's always a pleasure to have you on board. You looking lovely.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, I'm blushing. Now, you do not want to steal my shine after last week's show, do you?
Well, let's just say I'm ready for the sounds from Africa, and we have a great guest coming on board tonight. You cannot afford to miss this. We have the Muhonja. I don't know what she's been testing because, where I come from, Muhonja is people that test stuff. And we have a good man equally. But you know what? Let me not take it over because I have Vicky to help me out with everything. So, Victoria, who do you want us to start with? Ladies?
Well, ladies first, as always. Ladies first. Ellie, please, please, please help me bring on board Muhonja. Hello, Muhonja.
So, like I said before, I'm an artist. I write my own music, and I write my music based on themes that happen in the society. For example, my first song is called, Unataka Nini. Unataka Nini is Kiswahili. It means, what do you want? So I wrote this song when I was at a very low point in my life. I was being vulnerable because I was in a very bad situation. I was in a situation of domestic abuse, and I was just tired. When you're there, you become so confused. One moment he's good to you, the next moment he's just something else. He's a beast. And you're like, excuse me, what do you want? I'm tired. So I wrote that song at a very low point in my life, and I'm so happy with the feedback that it had. Although to some people, the video is such a trigger to them, and I'm so sorry about that. But I think as an artist, my job is to show exactly how this happens in the industry, and it makes me happy that that was accomplished.
Sitakimbizana na wewe, sitafuatana na wewe, sitalialia na wewe, sitacheka na wewe. Sasa iweje leo hii mwili wangu hutaki tena dadi. Sasa iweje leo hii mwili wangu hutaki tena mpenzi. Eti umepata mwingine ni mweupe kunishinda dadi. eti umepata mwingine amebeba kunishinda dadi. Eti umepata mwingine amejaza kunishinda dadi. Niambie, nitafanya, nieleze, nitatenda, nijulishe, nitambue. Niambie, nitafanya, nieleze, nitatenda, nijulishe, nitambue. Wewe unataka nini wewe? Unataka nini? Unataka nini wewe? Unataka niambie, nitafanya, nionyeshe, nitatenda, nijulishe, nitambue. Niambie, nitafanya wewe. Unataka nini wewe? Unataka nini? Akimatusi mateke mangumi, mume wangu we, mwili unauma. Majirani, rafiki, watoto, wazazi wangu we, wamechoka kutatua. Unanijaza huzuni, machozi, mawazo tele, kichwa itaruka. Madaktari, machifu, polisi, wazee wa mtaa, huyo ataniua.
Thank you very much. I mean, this is amazing. This is amazing. And Muhonja, there you are. How are you doing tonight, darling?
I'm well, my love. How are you?
I am great. I am great. Listen, I love the vibe of the song. I love the message. I love the story behind it. Can you please introduce yourself? Tell me a little bit about yourself. What inspired you to start music? Let's start from there, first of all. And what inspired the uniqueness of the music? Because before we completely get into it, there's just something about it that I want you to talk about. So please.
Okay, so first I would like to say thank you so much for having me. This is such a huge opportunity. And like you said, my name is Muhonja. Muhonja, that's how it's pronounced. And I am a Kenyan artist focused mainly in purely African music. So when you guys invited me for this interview and the whole slogan was Sounds from Africa, I was like, ooh, sounds amazing. Um, so I started music as early as 7 years old because I come from a very musical family. My family is so artistic because from my dad's end, it's everything to do with football. Like Joe Kadenge is related to me. He's our grandfather and stuff. And so my late brother took after that. And for me, I took after my mom's side because everyone there is musical, right from my uncles and also my dad, my mom, everyone. My late brother played keys, drums, and he sang too. So, yeah, my journey has been so musical and I've been obsessed with music. Not really obsessed, but music has been my passion right from when I was little up to now. And I write basically about my own experiences, sometimes about other people's experiences that touch my heart. So focusing on this song, Unataka Nini means what do you want? You
Yeah.
know, that point where you are like, have you ever gotten to a point where you're so tired with
Mhm.
everything and you're like, you're just sighing like, ah, oh, okay, what do you want? So that's where we were.
Yeah.
And I really wanted closure from all that because I was in a very abusive relationship.
Mhm.
And with this there comes a lot of emotional torture, and
Mhm.
sometimes you don't know whether to leave. There comes a lot of traumatic bonding with the same.
Yeah.
So I was tired. I was like, excuse me, tell me, what do you want me to do? Because I'm
Yeah.
trying to do this. I'm trying to look good for you. I'm trying to cook the best things for you, but you don't see it. You still beat me up. And after
That's
you beat me up, after you beat me up, you come to me, you hug me, you talk to me nicely, you buy me presents. So I mean, I don't know what's going on. So it was just that point that I wrote the song.
Yeah. And I love the fact that you actually focus your energy into writing the song, and that already in itself is very, very powerful and very, very productive, instead of resulting to something else. But before we even go down that story, we've already started with so much power and so much, we're already in it. I will let Ellie show me who I have backstage, because I know that we're not one guest. We are not only joined here by one person, one beautiful human being, but we are joined by a handsome young man as well. Ellie, please come and introduce the young man for me. Thank you very much.
Well, every time Vicky goes all, watery about young men, I get scared because the government of the day is getting overturned. But, lucky me, the balance is just perfect because I got Muhonja for me, and she was asking in her previous song, Unataka nini? Like,
Ellie,
what do you want? You know what, Muhonja? You don't need to look far because on Art in Heart, it's all under one roof. But before I get way ahead of myself, let's bring you one interesting young man, because his music is something you want to listen to. And tonight it's a very nice mixture. So stay in. Keep sending your comments in the comment section with the hashtag Art in Heart responding to live, which is running down your screens. And remember, you never know. You just might get a shout out on Nation FM, courtesy of Tina Kagia. So let's go to Good Luck. Good man, brother.
Jina langu ni Elisha. Nimetokea Kongo kwa mji ambao inaitwa Goma. Ni huduma imenifanya nikuje katika mji wa Nairobi, na kwa majaliwa ya Mwenyezi Mungu tunaendelea. Muziki ambao ninafanya inaitwa gospel. Nafanya gospel yote, hainaga but iko gospel. Muziki ambao napenda ni Swahili music. Ndio nasikia inaniinspire sana. Yeah. Yenye inifanya nitoke katika mji wa Goma nikuje hapa ni kanisa. Ya, kuna pastor fulani aliniita nikakuja, na tunaendelea kufanya naye pia huduma.
Kulu Yesu yo mwana na Nzambe, yone mitema ya basantu etalelaka, bayake inayo bazongaki pambate, papa malamu biolataka pasi ya bana, yozali moko ya zana makoki, yako pesa bia nona baengi nambala moko. Oh Yesu yo, papa malamu Yesu. Oh ya peki melo nangai, hey Yesu pinzoli nangai tangi. Oh Yesu bakomi na suka ya naye biozali kolo elikaya basantu nyoso motema epona seo yonkolo ya bomoi nangai naye biozali kolo elikaya basantu nyoso motema epona seo Yesu yonkolo ya bomoi nangai. Hey, o esalaka ngai basi na motema nekulusu omemaki yango Yesu mwana Nzambe bikola na mosisa oyo nyoso elelisaka ngai zala papa na zala mwana ngolu na yo ngana ye biozali ngolu Yesu santu papa mala welekini monaseo Yesu yonkolo ya bomoi na ngai oesalaka ngai pasi na motema nekulusu omemaki yango Yesu mwana Nzambe bikola na mosisa oyo nyonso elelisaka ngai zala papa nazala mwana goluna yo.
Yes, yes, yes. You know, some music, you don't need to understand the language. You rather just listen to the sounds from Africa. And that, going out, ladies and gentlemen, is my guest in studio, good man, Elisha. Elisha Papa, Ozamalamu.
Nazama alamu papa.
Sasa. That is the end of my Lingala. So we're going to switch it to a language that all of us can understand. And Elisha, a good story you start with. You come from Goma in Eastern DRC. What is the current situation in the Eastern DRC in terms of the situation politically and, of course, equally the humanitarian situation? Watu wako namna gani? Watu wazaa malamu ama iko politik problem hapa na kule?
Watu wako salama, tunashukuru Mungu, na ingawaje challenge zinapatikana huko kama vita hivi, lakini tunashukuru Mungu.
Okay. So you started with an interesting song there, and utanisamehe sana. And gentlemen and ladies that are watching, Elisha is more fluent in French and Swahili, and I happen not to be fluent in those languages. So you'll excuse me if I tend to mix the languages for tonight. That's why we are calling it Sounds from Africa. Tonight we're speaking in our own language fluently. Elisha, tell us something about your music and the type of music you do.
Muziki ambayo nafanya ni gospel music, na niko na band. Mimi ni CEO wa band ya IPG band, Instrument of Praise for God.
Wewe unasema upendi mambo ingine. Endelea.
Nasema kwa majaliwa ya Mwenyezi Mungu nimejaliwa neema kufanya album moja na ingine inakuja ambayo inaitwa Historia Yangu.
Historia Yako. Now what is in that music that you're coming up album Historia Yako? Ni nini ambayo umetuandalia ama utaki kutueleza?
Anaweza eleza. Historia yangu nimeandaa ni kwa sababu ya nimepitia maisha magumu sana yenye ni ya kuchekelewa sana. Na mimi najua kupitia hiyo historia yangu yenye ndatoa itajenga wale wenye wameanza kata tamaa, wameanza vunjika moyo. In short ni hiyo.
Okay. We will get more of Elisha's music and story as we go ahead. But in the meantime, let me bring in Muhonja. I want to have a very serious discussion with her. Muhonja. Oh, okay. Vicky. Vicky, do something about that. Okay, great. Muhonja, good evening again. Let me now have a one-on-one with you. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great. You know, what we're trying to do tonight is to actually rediscover our African music in an African way. And there's something I love about both of you and the people that inspire your music. Tell me something about who you plug your music styles from and genre of music that you do.
I think it's pretty obvious right now because I post about it everywhere. That's the late Dr. Oliver Mtukudzi from Zimbabwe. Chiweniso Maraire, she's also late. Huma Sekela, Miriam Makeba, I love that woman. They're late. Surprisingly, all my people are late.
I also have one who's called Dobe Nyaore from Ivory Coast. I also grew up listening to reggae music. So people like Alpha Blondie, Lucky Dube, yeah, those are my people. Yeah. I have the list. I mean, the list is long, but I can't name all of them.
There's something beautiful about your husky voice. Is it something you forge, or is it something that is in you?
Why do you people ask me that?
Well,
this is how I speak. You, the first time you even called me, I'm like, oh, okay. I get that a lot, trust me, but I speak like this, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I speak like this. Yeah. And the other question is...
Go ahead, yeah.
Sorry, the other question I get is, do you smoke? And no, I don't smoke. This is how I speak.
Well, it doesn't matter if you smoke or not. Let me tell you something about your voice. It's smoking hot. Great. Muhonja. Muhonja, before I bring in Goodman, because I want us to really have the African taste of music. There's a gentleman who has been bursting my phone and tells me, you must say hi to Muhonja. And I said, okay, as who? Say, just tell he's a shooty. What do you think about his style of music?
Oh my God. First, I love him. He's my brother. He's my big brother. I go to him every time I'm having issues. I'm crying. I'm like, Lumumba, this happened to me. I love Lumumba because one thing that he does is he is very consistent in his music. Lumumba is very disciplined. As an artist, that's a very important virtue that you need to have, and he has that. I admire that from him. One thing also that I love about him is that he pushes himself. He tells you, I am not the greatest vocalist that you can ever hear, but I push myself. He works so hard. I've been to his house very many times. I've done gigs with Lumumba, and you can see that he works tirelessly. He's one of those people that you say they burn the midnight oil. So you'll find him practicing a certain note, and I love that about him. Oh my God, Lumumba, big up, man.
So I just needed to be clear about that, because there's a thing about artists and who you talk to. And when he had the name Muhonja coming here, and ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time we are having a lady artist on Art in Heart. I mean, you guys didn't notice that. Vicky, Likwambia, I know people that know people.
But now, Ellie, you have put me in the background. I was about to be out here clapping, and that was my line, Ellie. Kwani, we discussed, Ellie, we discussed.
I have to steal the show. You know, Vicky, how we do it. That's how we do it.
Well, I can already see, because you're here saying smoking hot, and I'm like, am I a joke? Clearly, you're offended.
Well, don't worry. The joke was on me. The joke was on me. The fun is with you. That's why I got you, Goodman. And this guy is so good. He's so good that he tells me one of the people he works closely with happens to be Helen Mutawali. What has been your relationship with Helen Mutawali, and how does it influence your music? Because she's another lady that actually pursues the African genre music in a very deep intensity. Goodman.
Yes, Baba.
Una struggle na hiyo camera. You want us to give you some time before you can get back?
Si struggle, niko sawa.
Haya, kabla tuendelee na mziki wetu, nataka utuambie kidogo kufanya kazi kwako na Helen Mutawali kidogo imeaffect namna gani mziki wako?
Imeaffect kwa sababu unajua ni mama mwenye nilikuwa naangalia tokea kitambo. Na ni mama mwenye amekuza vipaji mingi ya waimbaji. Ya sasa kufanya naye imenigharimu, kwa sababu unaingia studio na mama ambaye ulikuwa unamuona kitambo, inakupea hard time. Yeah,
inakupea hard time kwa sababu this is somebody you always look up to.
Yeah, unaimba nakwambia hapo bado, unarudia tena anakwambia bado hapo, lakini kwa majaliwa ni kazi mzuri tumefanya, na very soon tuta release.
Awesome. You know what? Vicky happens to speak better Congolese Swahili than me. Why don't I give you some time to actually get to know each other better? Vicky.
Eli. I love Eli kwa sababu Eli anapenda kujiweka kwenye spot pale. Jamani Eli. Anyway. Eli jama shwali. Lakini good man. Nataka uniambie ya kwa kile ambacho kilikufanya ukue, kile kilikuinspire, kile kilikupa motisha ya kuanza muziki, kilikuwa nini? Vile ambavyo ulianza, ni aje ulianza?
Ile yenye iliniinspire sana sana ni sijui ni nini, lakini unajua mimi nimezaliwa kanisa ya babangu kwanza ni pasi. So nilifika tu na tayari iko ndani ya familia. So nilipata ndani ya familia. Mamangu pia ni mtu mwenye anasimamia korale ya wamama, so naangalia. So nikaanza cheza kwanza drum set ya mkono, nikacheza nini. Wakati nilikomaa nikakuja gundua mbona nisiimbe, nikaanza imba na nilikuwa naimba pia kwa korale ya watoto kanisa yetu.
So
wakati nimefika
nilianza tangu kitambo.
Ni kipaji tu nilianza tokea kitambo.
Lakini sasa vile ambavyo vitu vingi vinafanyika kule Kongo, ulionaje inspiration yako ambayo uko nayo sasa hivi? Kuna vile ambavyo unaimba bali ya nyimbo za Mungu, kuna vile ambavyo unaimba nyimbo ambazo zinaweza wainspire watu wengine kuweza kuweka moyo ndio waweze kusonga mbele kutokana na yale ambayo yanafanyika kule Kongo.
Kuna vile nimeimba kwa sababu pia nimeimba na Solomon Mkubwa.
Nampenda Solomon Mkubwa sana.
Tumeimba na yeye. Tumeimba naye nyimbo kwa hii albamu yangu mpya. Kuna kazi yenye tuko nafanya yenye tunaamini sana Mungu atagusa vipaji za watu, wataokoka. Na tunaimba kwa sababu ya kuokoa watu, hatuimbi kwa sababu ya chochote. Tunaimba kwa sababu ya kuokoa watu, kuokoa mioyo za watu. Kwa sababu kuna vitu mingi zimepita katika mji wa Kongo. Lakini tunataka sasa tuwahimize wale wenye wako katika mji wa Kongo, tuwahimize. Kama after kukufa pia kuna maisha mengine huko mbele.
Na ndio vile ndio vile kabisa. Na hiyo ni kitu ambacho kiko kizuri sana kwa sababu watu wengi ambao hawana hope tena wanaweza kuangalia muziki yako alafu kisha wanapata motisha, kisha wanaendelea. Na hiyo ndicho ambacho kitu ambacho wasanii wengi wenye wako Afrika badala ya kufanya nyimbo ambazo watu wanacheza kwenye klabu, wanaweza fanya nyimbo ambazo zinapata motisha ya kuendelea na maisha zaidi, kwamba kuna nchi nyingi ambazo zinapitilia maovu na magumu, na ile kitu ambacho mtu anaweza kidogo kenye kinaweza saidia mtu kuendelea mbele ndio kinaweza kufanya watu waimirishe imani yao na kuendelea mbele, sivyo?
Ni ukweli kabisa, kwa sababu unajua kuna nyimbo nilitoa kuna hii wakati ya corona. Nimetoa nyimbo fulani, watu wamesema nini, lakini baadaye ndio mapasta wakuja naambia, by the way, hii nyimbo yako inatubariki sana, tulikuwa tumeanza kata tamaa kwa sababu ya corona, lakini nyimbo imetubariki. So unaweza imba, labda unaweza imba kwa sababu unafikiria unaimba kwa kujifurahisha wewe mwenyewe, lakini kuna huyo kama hata si Afrika, kuna yule mtu ako Amerika itambariki. Kuna yule mwenye ko nje.
Alafu ninasikia unaimba kwenye Lingala. Kuna fasi ambao umefikiria kuimba kwenye lugha tofauti, kama vile kujaribu kupitia fasi nyingine kama Kifaransa?
Unajua mimi naimba lugha zote kwa sababu tunahubiria dunia mzima. Biblia inasema enendeni ulimwenguni pote mkautangaze Injili. Nikiimba Swahili ute mtu wa France hata sikia. Nikiimba Kiswahili, nikiimba français, mtu wa Kenya hata sikia. Yeah, so nyuma ninaimba lugha zote na cause nikiimba français mtu wa France na mjenga, nikiimba Swahili mtu wa Tanzania na Kenya na wajenga. Hivyo.
Yeah. C'est vraiment. Lakini sasa vile ambavyo naambiwa kuna video yako ambayo tunataka kusikiza sasa hivi, na ndio nataka Elia tulete kwenye nyimbo yako ingine tusikie hiyo sauti njema, alafu kisha tuweze kubarikiwa mioyo yetu, kwa sababu nyimbo zako zinabariki ya kweli. Na vile ambavyo naambiaga watu kwa kweli si lazima mtu aweze kuelewa lugha, lakini kile message ambacho kinapatikana kwenye nyimbo ile inaweza kubariki moyo wako, na sio lazima uelewe lugha. Sikiza tu na usifu Mungu na ubarikiwe moyo wako. Eli, take us away.
Well, Vicky, I must say you are doing quite well. Don't worry. It will come my time to shine. We will come to the comment section because it's buzzing and a lot of people are enjoying what we're doing. And of course, the queen herself is here, Tina, taking notes and knowing who's going to be getting the shout out on Monday. So, Goodman, before I bring you back on the screen with your music, we will bring back this lady, Muhonja. We want to onja a few of her music, and then Vicky, only then, after the break, we take the comments, and then we take one more from Goodman. Sawa sawa. Yeah. So this song is taking us to the break, and then we come back with the comment section. So enjoy.
Like I said, apart from being an artist and a mom and every other thing, I'm also an activist. So
for the moment, let's take a break. And we'll be right back after this. Remember, you are watching Art in Heart. I'm your host, Likuyani Eli, and the program tonight is Art in Heart every single Friday from 9:30 p.m. East African time, 8:30 p.m. Central European Summer Time. So let's take a break.
By the time I was alighting, the wife was waiting for me, and it's a friend of mine. She's also from campus. We're all the same campus doing different courses. She was waiting for me, and all she did, she just asked, "Hi." And I said, "Hi." And she just hugged me for like 5 minutes. At that point, I'm like, am I making this up? Is this thing for real? Am I? So I sleep. I try and sleep. I cry a bit and then sleep because I'm so overwhelmed. I'm just like, I feel that like I was thoroughly convinced 9th December 2018 would have been my last day on this planet. And this is weird. This is strange for me, and I owe my life to very many people. This guy JJ put up a group together. I don't know how many people. And they paid for my therapy session.
Muhonja Mujega is me. So we are doing much more. We are reaching bigger audiences, and we are also calling upon partners to come and partner with us for the same. Mimi, kitu shai happen mekaniguza ni chakula. You know where I come from, we are very strict on food, you know. So like every time I go to a gig, every time I hustle for a gig, I have to make sure there's good food. Sasa kuna time manze tumeenda tumesign contract, and then tukasign hapo venye food ni poa, drinks ni poa. Time ya kukuja manze ni ugali na sukuma, alafu ni ugali jaiva, sukuma haijakarangwa manze. I was so sad. You should have seen my band looking at me like, sulituambia food ni different, hizi ni nini hizi. I was like, I don't know, but atukukula. Tulienda, and then of course we advocated for better service and everything, and the next time everything was good. Yeah, it was a regular gig. Yeah. Where hata unaweza kula. Unaweza kula. Bana haina hata mafuta, ina nyanya, ina kitunguu, and then nauliza what dem, ini food ya kina nani? Ati sini yenu. Sini yenu kina nani band? Like mwambie tunashukuru lakini hapana, this is not what we agreed on. So next time, yeah, they did, and we had a good meal, ikasavio on time, and then the treatment was much better because I think we sent a message like, hey, we are just working like you guys, you know. Si ati tumekuja tu kudance na kurudi nyumbani and get money for free. Yeah.
Onatege si matege up, onatege minga matege up, onatege machang matege up, manita mia hiya Ethiopian, maningala matege up, nganila kiri watege mon, besi tinga matege mon, manita mia hiya Ethiopian, tam tama mote tam sabike, tam tama tonge. Tam tama mote tam sabike mani tamya hiya Ethiopian. Onatege si matege up, onatege minga matege up, onatege machong matege up, mani tamya hiya Ethiopian. Ngani la matege up, ngani la kiri watege mon, besi tinga matege yom. Manita mia hinya Ethiopian. Tam tama mote tam sabike, tam tama tonge tam sabike, tam tama mote tam sabike. Manita mia hinya Ethiopian. Iyo amone majondeo, ngari ngori sorry majala jondeo. Ayo amajang majonde, imorozi ngasobal na atingae. Kaina lomot, abonge malaya, batay matongo balo singa tingae. Kaina lomot, abonge malaya, batay nga tombo ngalisito singae. Onatege si matege up, onatege minga matege up, onatege majong matege up, manita mia iya Ethiopian. Nganila matege up, nganila kiri watege mon, besi tinga matege mon, manita mia hiya Ethiopian. Tam tama mote tam sabike, tam tama tonge tam sabike, tam tama mote tam sabike, manita mia hiya Ethiopian. Tam tama mote tam sabike, tam tama tonge tam sabike, tam tama mote tam sabike, manita mia hiya Ethiopian. Iyo amone majondeo, ngani ngani sorry majala jondea.
Okay, something is happening somewhere. You know what it goes and how it goes. When Vicky is around, Ellie is restless. That's why we are young and restless. But before we introduce more into the musical tonight, Muhonja, kindly help us understand something. Except the things that are being too sweet and you're calling them, because the only word I could understand from the song is tam tam. And people in the comment section are asking, what is tam tam all about? So we will go to the comments and then the rest of the party will join and then we can get into the details before we go back to Good Man. Okay? Vicky, Gillette. Vicky, how are you?
Wait, just a second. I'm laughing. One of our producers in the background is laughing because
Yeah,
my light
yeah.
just went off. Nana Uliza, went out. What is this?
That's hate speech.
Anyway, it's hate speech completely. So we are about to go into the comments, and you know what? I will start speaking like Muhonja because that voice is actually very beautiful, to say the least. I will try and be like,
Muhonja, before Vicky
Hey,
decides to
yes.
steal the show, just say, I want you to do these lines. Good evening once again. You are watching Art in Heart, and my name is Muhonja, hanging out with Victoria and Ellie. Twende.
Ooh. Come again. Please come again.
I need you to say, good
Yes.
evening. We're going to go to the comment section. My name is Muhonja Ellie. Muhonja, and you're watching Art in Heart. Let's hear it from your voice.
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Art in the Heart, and you're reading the comments with us. My name is Muhonja.
Okay.
Done.
Yes. Leo nitalala na viatu.
Ni Yesu.
Relax. Do not say your name. Relax.
I said my name.
No,
Not
I'm
yours.
saying you did not say his name. Ako hapa nitalala na viatu. Cool
I
your
know.
temper. Cool your temper. Nisisi tuko.
Muhonja, it's all right.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
worry. I know the only medicine Vicky needs. I'll bring her the medicine. There's a good man waiting for him. Good man. Welcome again to the show. Let's go to the comment section. Rani, what is Mwema? Take us all the way down. Nakwambia producer wangu leo analala. Mungu wa Isaka. We go to the comment section, please.
You know what? Producer, you're having a very, very good time. Very good time as well.
Okay, Godi, this is her speech. Let me read the comments. Good job, good man. I'm proud of you. That is intude. Okay, hey.
Yeah?
By the way, you need to fire someone. Like seriously.
Okay, Mama, let me take the comments, please. Let me take the comments. I will just take the comments, please. Can you take a break? Thank you very much.
He needs some coffee. I'm Jamlipa. You haven't paid him. It took his set out in heart. Big up, guys. You're doing a very amazing job. Thank you so much. Intrude. Sarah and Jonjo, thank you so much for coming to the show, darling. There is something about African music. Kuna connection mahali, no matter what language is being used to communicate. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Exactly.
Kipro says, in 2022, I want to have a voice like Muhonja's. Oh, Muhonja. Oh, ninaonjeka. Kiswahili, please, Vicky, Kiswahili kitukuzwe. Too much English.
No, he wants to hear me speak the beautiful Swahili that I was speaking.
Exactly. Too much English. Too much English. Next, a Pan-Afric, both in vocals and look. Whoa. But then people are crashing on you. I hope there's no Mr. around because clearly you'll be left. Beautiful lady with a beautiful voice. Zaina Hussein says, hey, by the way, I'm just this good man. Niko hapa. Kwani watu wako na hate speech gani? Nice. I'm enjoying, but sielewi. I think she will come to redo the translation of the song. Lugha ipi hii jamani? Nasikia tu materere tam tam na tam tam. Please help me with translation. Zaina was saying there. Thank you so much. Lumasai says, I love the way she keeps transposing. Wow, we are learning a lot of musicals tonight. Muhonja, hii wimbo inasema nini swali? I think she will explain that later on. We have ugali na sukuma kama hazijaiva is no Muhonja. That's when Muhonja is complaining about the miss in that earlier on interview. I told you on Twitter, you are called to serve God. You have a calling, hearken unto it. And I believe winner Jason is speaking to good man. Okay, thank you so much, Wina. We have people. Okay, fine. Now she's talking to us in German.
I had to do that.
I cannot speak German. I speak Dutch. I speak Dutch. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I'm loving it though. Next, please.
Those were the comments for right now.
No, you are being very very biased. Muhonja, omwambiri weibait. What? Omwambiri weibait. I don't know. Maybe they understand one another. It's a code language. Vicky, anakiriri yawa, keep up. Okay, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Nancy Maria, you following a translate in Germany? Okay, Vicky has decided to go on also on autopilot mode. Thank you so much, beautiful voice.
I am finding the comments now. You know,
yes.
Mema is having an effect on me, you know?
The Mwema effect. Gaddafi says, I love her simplicity. Hakuna mkorogo mingi kama hizi minyangarika za Nairobi. Wow. Okay. She's just, okay. Don't take it wrongly. He's talking about the fact that there's so much African touch on Muhonja's taste.
But Ellie, I can't take it wrongly. I don't live in Nairobi, please.
Okay, of course. Sometimes you have to flaunt it if you got it. Exactly. At in heart, it's mocking out. Thank you so much. Okay, fine. Yes. Muhonja has decided to pull an Malaysia on us. So as we wait for her to come and retranslate the music, I believe my producer has taken enough coffee and is ready to bring us good man's music. So let's hit it in. Good man. Tuone ni nini umetuandalia bwana. And then when I come back, I'll be speaking a little bit of français. Moi, je parle un petit peu français. Très peu.
Mais je parle français aussi.
Toi aussi.
Kulu Yesu yo mwana na Nzambe. Yone mitema ya basantu etalelaka. Bayake na yo bazonga kipambate. Papa malamu biolata kapasya bana. Yozali moko ya zana makoki. Yako pesa biya no na baengi na mbala moko. Oh Yesu yo, papa malamu Yesu. Oh ya peki melunangai Yesu pinzoli nangai tangi. Oh Yesu bakomina sukaya na yebi ozali kolo elikaya basantu nyoso motema epona seo yonkolo ya bomoi nangai na yebi ozali kolo elikaya basantu nyoso motema epona seo Yesu yonkolo ya bomoi nangai oesalaka ngai basi na motema nekulusu omemaki yango Yesu mwana Nzambe bikola na mosisa oyo nyoso elelisaka ngai zala papa nazala mwana ngolu na yo nga na yebi ozali ngolu yeswe santu papa malawelekiniye monaseyo yesu yonkolo ya bomoi na ngai oesalaka ngai pasi na motema nekulusu.
Oh, well. Guess what? This is an interesting evening for a lot of people, including my producer. And we can just say that was the end of that song before we come in with that which we intended to have you to play. And for those who had missed out, clearly you had a taste of what we had previously. So let's just see if now this guy is really awake, because this stuff is too good to be true.
Na yengine ko studio bado tunafikiria kuitoa sasa huu mwaka. Nimeshirikisha waimbaji tofauti, waimbaji wa Kenya, waimbaji wa Kongo. So na imani itabariki watu.
Nitakushukuru namuna gani we, nitakushukuru namuna gani we, nitakushukuru namuna gani we, owe namuna gani we, kama ni uzima umenipa kwa bure, kama ni ulinzi umenipa kwa bure, kama ni pumzi umenipa kwa bure, sema owe afu wewe baba yo bana muna gani we, baba na muna gani we, baba na muna gani we, owe ma Mungu asame bana muna gani we, baba na muna gani we, ayolela na muna gani we, owe na muna gani we, nakukumisa yo ndenge nini yawe, nakusanjola yo ndenge nini yawe, pona maso yo sali na bomoi na ngai yawe, sema owe na muna gani we, nakendeki papa marabu na mona kilobi kote, nakendeki afuwe baba yo bana muna gani, afuwe baba yo na muna gani, oyolela bana muna gani we, owe Mungu asalama bana muna gani we, baba na muna gani we, ayolela na muna gani we, owe na muna gani we, nakenda kitika banganga na mona kilobi kote, nakenda kitika banganga na mona kilobi kote, kaka yo yawe mokala gila pena sei, owe Mungu asalama na muna gani, Mungu asalama na muna gani, ayolela na muna gani we, owe na muna gani we.
Okay.
Hey.
Good man. You just made me feel something about the strings and the drums. And you know what stands out in African music is the drum. And of course,
It really
Yes.
is.
They lead to. Let's see. The percussionist and the husky lady herself is back. She has time to answer to the questions that were raised and equally have Goodman address a few more questions. Muhonja, tunataka uendelee kutuonja pole. Now, what was that song you were talking about earlier on?
That song is called Tam Tam by an artist from Cameroon. It's called Salignolo. I used to play and hear this song. I used to listen to it every time I was little. So as I was growing up, I mean, I'm always that weird child everywhere I go. So I was growing up and people were singing. I knew Whitney Houston when I was in Form 2. I mean, it's not my fault, but I knew every other African artist. So Tam Tam is a song about a fight between two women. They are fighting over a man.
Wait. Pause. I want you to start from the fight part and the women part. That is the part I like.
No, Ellie, you like violence. Ellie, you like violence.
Let's hear what is the violence about.
Before we even go there, she said, you said the song is from Cameroon. Aki here, I was thinking, Masai, you are singing, whoa, Jehovah.
Clearly, your linguistic touch is it's a problem.
But clearly, I am not the one who cannot speak his own mother tongue, his own national language. Am I? Please, do not come for me, sweetheart. Anywho, go on with the women who are fighting, because this is...
So who are these women and what were they doing in that song?
So surprisingly, I don't know the women, but in the song it's about women who are fighting. And so sometimes, why are we fighting yet? We can share, we can share this.
Okay. And is this where the African windfall comes into play? Because now I'm interested more in the song.
Okay.
Is it about the culture, actually? Because songs and art tends to address culture and the practices of a society. And in this case, the African society. Why Tam Tam decided to address the fights should be put on the edge and we can share as long as we care?
Because we are at a point where we don't need to fight each other as women, rather support each other, hold each other's hands, and build each other. If I found Nkatha with my boyfriend, I'd be like, "Did you enjoy?" We would sit. We are supposed to sit down and talk about this, yeah, rather than me pulling off and doing that. That's me, by the way. I don't fight. Yeah, I don't fight.
And sometimes fighting is not the solution, right? Did you get me?
Yes, and I think Salignolo was trying to bring in this aspect of women can come together and just do something good and be together. I'm sorry, my phone is gonna go off again. It's just
okay, fine. We lost her, but there's something important she mentioned. Ladies, let's not fight, because if you want to talk about fight, there's something that has happened in the Eastern DRC, and I believe Goodman can actually tell us the story in Eastern DRC. Goodman, there's been a lot of issues in Eastern DRC, and this is the time I hand you over to Victoria to help us understand how we can deal with art, music, and culture to address our instability in the society.
Goodman.
Pale Swahili lako, pale Swahili lwako. Victoria.
Likuyani Ellie, please sit down and enjoy, some people.
The coffee.
Yes, thank you. Sit back, relax and enjoy. Anywho, Goodman, Mr. Goodman, wacha nikuulize vile. Ni kwa nini watu wanapigana kule Kongo? Na kuna vitu vingi ambavyo vinafanyika sasa hivi. Unaweza kutueleza kidogo ni vitu vigani ambavyo vinafanyika kule nyumbani?
Vitu zinafanyika nyumbani ni siwezi jua vizuri sana kama kwa sababu nilizipata pia. Lakini kitu mimi najua ni kuna wale wenye wanakujanga wanatafuta watu nyanganye Kongo ikwe nchi yao. Lakini Wakongomani nao hawapendi kuachilie Kongo yao.
Of course, si hawafai kuachilia Kongo yao, lakini sasa hivi wale ambao wanakuja kuchukua Kongo ni watu ambavyo wanatokea nchi nyingine ama ni watu ambao wanatokea Kongo kule?
Wanatokea nchi nyingine, wanakuja kuchukua, wanataka, unajua Kongo hizo magold, diama zenye ziko Kongo wanataka wazichukue. Yani ile richesse yenye iko Kongo wanataka waichukue. Sasa ile richesse wa Kongo nao si rahisi kuachilia richesse yao.
Na
ile ndio
najua sana si virahisi kuachilia, lakini sasa vile kama mwanamuziki ni aje wasanii wa Kongo na kijumla wanaweza saidia kuhifadhi vile vitu ambavyo vinafanyika kule Kongo, kuleta amani, kwa sababu nakumbuka vile ambavyo sisi tulikuwa tunapigana Kenya mwaka 2007 kulikuwa na wasanii wengi ambao walishikana mikono wakaungana na wakasema ya kweli hatutaki kupigana, tunataka amani, na ndivyo vile ambavyo sisi tunapasa sauti zetu na tunazisukumia kwenye nchi nzima, na tunaambia watu ya kweli, ekeni vita chini na tuhifadhi amani. Kama wasanii wa Kongo, ni nini ambavyo mnafanya kupeleka pale amani, ama ni vigumu sana kufanya vile?
Kuna manyimbo tumetoa. Kuna manyimbo tumetoa kutafuta amani, tumeimba sana, tumefanya ile kitu yenye wasanii wanafaa kufanya. Si kama ni kuongea, tunaongea kupitia nyimbo. Kama ni kutafuta amani, tunatafuta amani kupitia nyimbo. Tumefanya hiyo yote, lakini kitu moja yenye bado tunaendelea kuomba Mungu na tusaidie ni kutupea kiongozi mwenye anaogopa Mungu. Kwa sababu karibu viongozi wetu wote wenye wameingia hapo na niko mimi ni viongozi wenye wanakuja kwa sababu ya kutafuta maisha yao peke yao, hawatafuti maisha ya wakaaji. So hiyo ndio shida yenye inakuwa watu mmoja, lakini tukipata kiongozi mwenye anaogopa Mungu, mwenye anajua wakaaji, maana ya wakaaji ni nini, na imani tutakuwa vizuri.
Mbona wewe sio kiongozi Goodman? Wewe mwenyewe unamwogopa Mungu, uko na sauti, uko na kipaji cha kumwimbia Mungu, na uko na kama vile jina yako ni Goodman, na tumai kwa wewe ni mtu mzuri. Mbona wewe sio kiongozi?
Nasubiri mpango wa Mungu. Kwa sababu wakati ya Mungu ndio inafaa, kwa sababu watu wanasema kuna neno yenye nasema kuwa mbele ya wakati si wakati na nyuma ya wakati si wakati. Wakati ni huo sasa yenye inafaa, kwa sababu Mungu kila mtu ako na wito yenye Mungu amemuita ndani. Mungu aliniita kuongoza watu wake. Mimi naongoza band. Mimi naongoza band, na kuna wale pia wenye wameitwa kuongoza nchi, kuna wale pia wameitwa kuongoza. So mimi nikisema unajua mahali tumekosea ni kuna wale wenye wameitwa kukuwa viongozi wa band, lakini wanataka wakuwe viongozi wa serikali.
Ndio vile.
Lakini kila mtu akisema cheze part yake, usitafute chochote, lakini cheza ile level yenye utaweza. Kama umeitwa kukuwa pastor, usitake ukuwe mtu mwenye anasimamia vitu zingine. Hiyo inaweza saidia. Najua yenye inasumbua, najua inasumbua Kongo hiyo. Unajua mtu hakusomea kitu fulani, lakini kwa sababu amekomaa kwa familia ya babake ni rais, najua na anakuwa rais.
Lakini kama vile naelewa vile ambavyo nasema, kwa sababu hiyo ni kitu ambacho kinatuletea shida kila mahali huko Afrika. Unapata watu ambao hawana qualification za kufikisha pale kwenye uongozaji wa nchi, wanafika pale mbele kwa sababu ya vitu ambavyo wanataka, kwa sababu ya kuwa kwenye kiti kile, watu wanaketi pale na kile ambacho wanataka ni hela, wanataka kuwafirisha binadamu kwa sababu ya vile vitu ambavyo wao wanataka moyoni, na ni kitu ambacho kinatukera huko Afrika kabisa sana. Na ndio maana hata sasa hivi vile ambavyo tulisema kwenye Art in Heart ni vitu ambavyo tutachukulia vitu vile ambavyo vinatukera moyoni kama watu wa art, kama watu ambao wanafanya vitu tofauti, muziki, kucheza, kupiga gitaa ama vile vitu vyote, tunaweza kuongelea hivi na tupate suluhisho ambayo inafaa na tuweze kusongesha neno mbele kwa watu wengine, na watu ambao wanaweza kusikia neno hili na ikuwe kwenye watu wengi, na tuweze kubadili nchi zetu. Na kama vile, asante sana kwa kuja kwenye show yetu, kwa sababu vile ambavyo umeeleza sasa hivi juu ya Kongo, na tunawaombea sana, tunaomba ya kuwa Mungu atawasaidia na mtapewa kiongozi ambaye anafaa nchi yenu na aweze kuimarisha nchi iwe kile ambacho kinafaa, kwa sababu Afrika tuko na vitu vingi sana. Na kama vile ulisema, Kongo iko na dhahabu, Kongo iko na diamond, na ni muhimu sana tuweze kusonga mbele kama continent, sivyo? Na ndio vile mimi napenda kazi ambayo unafanya, na kwa kweli endelea kufanya kazi hiyo. Sawa?
Merci sana, na mimi pia nashukuru kwa kipindi hii. By the way, nafurahia sana, na mimi naweza penda iendelee, na ningelipenda nikuwe guest kila siku, lakini ni mzuri pia kusaidia wengine.
Ndio vile ni important.
Oui.
kabisa kuweza kuimarisha watu wengine vipaji ambavyo wanavyo.
Ni ukweli, nainua vipaji yenye unajua kuna watu wengi wako na vipaji, lakini hiyo kuna nafasi ya kuzionesha ndio hawajapata.
Ndio vile na kile mission ya Art in Heart ni vile kupeleka kuwezesha watu ambao wako na vipaji, kuweka vipaji vyao kwenye raia na kuwawezesha kufanya watu wengine wasikie na waone kile ambacho wanaweza kufanya, sivyo?
Ni ukweli kabisa.
Ndio vizuri. Haya, asante sana. Nataka kumuita Eli. Eli, please come and save me because I need water.
Papa, good man.
Yes, Baba.
Ça va?
Ça va bien. Comment vous allez?
Belgique va bien. C'est très gentil parce qu'aujourd'hui, tu parles bien, tu parles pour la musique, tout, la Congo, ouais. Mais mon français, comme tu parles avant, c'est pas bien français, hein. Je parle très un petit peu, ouais. Mais merci beaucoup pour la.
Mais je vous attends.
Mais
je vous attends.
Mais madame, tu comprends pas parce que moi je parle, elle parle.
Non, je comprends très bien. Je parle très bien.
Vous parlez très bien.
Je parle français, je parle swahili, je parle anglais, je parle numéro, je parle je parle danois. Je parle très bien le langue.
Madame, c'est Slay Queen, elle parle tout.
Je ne parle pas Slay Queen. Please. Je te passe.
Bon, merci papa. À la prochaine fois. Un bon week-end aussi. Hein? Ok.
Apparemment, merci.
Allez, au revoir. À la prochaine.
Au revoir.
Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
Bonne nuit.
Bye.
C'est gentil. Merci. Ok.
Ellie, you know what? We are, listen, guys, we are very, very multi-talented here. I mean, you know? Look,
guess what? Guess
Listen,
what, Vicky?
the
Do you know
comments
the best part about this? The best part about this, it's
Yes.
I've done my first ever French live showcast on Art in Heart. Yeah!
Well, that's for me as well, Ellie. And here you are. You have made me speak Swahili until my throat is dry. Do you know I had to manifest that
Was that
Swahili
Swahili by any
from
chance? That
inside,
was Swahili. Well, that was Swahili from Eastern DRC. And guys, you know, sometimes it is not about the perfection of anything because everything is perfect in its own context.
Exactly.
So for those that are saying, yeah, but what kind of language is that? No, in his context, that is a perfect language. And guess what? That is all about sounds from Africa. It is
And
very
you know,
intentional with speaking like this. Yes, Vicky?
and you know, one thing that I was told is that, listen, I
Yeah.
am so sorry to use certain words today, but I will use them very, very much. You see, when the colonizer brought us English, they brought us English, and for very many, you measure intelligence with the level of English that you can speak. However, to be honest, the colonizer does not come. Show me one person, or rather one foreign person in Kenya or in Tanzania that speaks Swahili without an accent, and I will show you a goat with no legs. Honestly,
And you know, that reminds me, that reminds me, Vicky. Vicky, that reminds me something. Sorry, but because if I keep it in, I will not remember.
Please
It reminds me this one of those many conversations we have always, and we say, if you judge a fish by its ability to, climb a tree,
no,
definitely
exactly.
it will never happen. I mean,
Exactly.
everybody will say it cannot do that. But then in your environment that you are in, there's something special about you.
Exactly.
And about 2 weeks ago, I was talking to one of my guests that came to the shows, and you can always go back. And off air, there's something he told me. Every human being is dignified. The mere fact that you are a human being, it means you have dignity. So the fact that our society has come to a level that they put us into situational clusters that make us look less or less important than the rest, because probably you have difference in your language, you have difference in the way you articulate your words, does not take the dignity you have as an individual. But to improve the livelihoods of others, actually improve the dignity and the humanity dignity in them. So remember that even as we continue with the discussion, you can always send in your comments with the hashtag @InHeart responding to live. And guess what? We still have one more number to go for you.
But before then,
we
Ellie,
do that,
wait
yes,
just a moment, Ellie. Just before you get to finish, I just want to go on to. I know that there are individuals who don't completely understand Swahili, and this is such an important conversation for everybody to be able to understand what is happening in Goma. We were having a short discussion in regard to what is happening in DRC. Now, forgive me if I'm mentioning the wrong one, because they often
It's Eastern DRC.
Yes, exactly. So what is happening there and how effective we can be in terms of art and in terms of artists and whatnot, because from our own history and what we saw in 2007, our artists did stand and they did push for peace. I mean, I give them that, to be honest. However, what is happening, and it's very, very hard, and that was one of the questions that I was asking Mr. Goodman before he left, is what exactly can they be able to do, and what are the limitations in regard to them coming together and being able to push for peace and be able to fight for what is right for them, because as a continent and even the country itself has so much that it can be able to push forward and grow and become a superpower, to be honest, because of the resources that are there. However, what is happening is very, very sad. And if you're able to, please push for Congo, pray for Congo wherever you are, and be able to push the message of peace, to be honest. And I kid you not, it will not go in vain, to be honest. And that is one of the things, and one of the things that is very, very important with Art in Heart. We push matters of the heart with art. And that is one of the things even the artists are bringing on board, and he was speaking about as well, being able to push certain things and be able to voice them out and push them out for people to hear and for people to be able to respond to as well, because it can push change, it can bring change. And that is something that is very, very important to note and for everybody to understand, so that you also know that we indeed are doing something that is very, very meaningful, not only to society now, but also to what is coming and how we can be able to project our society in the future. So that was just shortly or wrong. Hi, boy. Numero, please, numero. I am a
Chocha ni mbaya, chocha ni mbaya. Umetuchapa kizungu. Then it reveals who you are. Scratch to reveal. Ladies and gentlemen, she's just an American that has seen the light.
Please.
But the village hasn't left. My name is Liquiani Eli, and we are, of course, hanging out with Victoria and Nkatha, and our guest that just left the studio was good man Elisha. We still have Muhonja with us in studio. But before we talk to Muhonja, let's quickly go to the comment section. Just give some shout outs. Vicky. Hapo yezi kusumbua sana. A quick one. Kwanzia juu mpaka chini. You can mention the names as we go.
Nyanduko, wait. Nyanduko, when language takes you back to the, you know what? It's fine. I am proud. Or shall I say I'm proud? Very proud. Raul Kirani says music has always been powerful in DRC. If their artists teamed up, they'd surprise the world. Exactly. Look at the impact of guys like Kandabo. Exactly. Amazing. That is a very important point to note. Matthew Oriomono.
No, actually, he was translating what Merci beaucoup means in French, and he has decided to put it in his own language. Thank you so much.
Baba, yes, by Kukutu. Yadukonya Butu says hashtag pray for Congo. Very, very important. Keeper Roda says, wait, Songa America next time. OTJ, Tokari Amono. Anywho, Nancy says, yes, merci beaucoup. Thank you. Aki Munatuaibisha kwa Nancy, guys. Stop it. Noreen said, I just wrote what I had. And you know what Noreen wrote? Nimeambia merci beaucoup.
You know what? I told you.
Having fun in the comments.
The other day, I was having a discussion over my Facebook, and one of the things I said, I don't know for sure why God teams me up with crazy people in a good way, but I enjoy it. Let's go to the. Say again.
You're going back to that post. We shall find.
No, not for now.
Raul said language is beautiful. We can understand each other without understanding what someone said. And that was very much showcased in the music that Goodman was making. And trust me, I wind my waist to Congolese music like madness. And when those Nigerians also say whatever they say, Olua, Kilo Fisher, Ellie. Oui, je parle français. Merci beaucoup. And
okay.
Shall I read?
Fine. No, actually, I need us to take a break as we go into the song, Vicky, because of time. Then we can have our conclusive discussion with Muhonja, who has been very patiently waiting for us to bring back the situation. Okay. Remember, this cast comes to you every single Friday from 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. East African time, and that is, of course, 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central European Summertime. We take a break. We'll be right back. Okay. You know, I'm just checking myself here, looking at what Muhonja did in South Africa. Oh my God, you got some talent. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Art in Heart. My name is Likuyani Eli, and we are on the last part of this conversation. My guest in studio is Muhonja, the African. Muhonja. Aya. Why do you look so, nimekupiga hivyo motisha. Why are you pulling that? Okay, I'm not seducing you with my body and taking the money because I have no money to take in the first place.
I'm okay.
Tell me something about that performance, Muhonja. And when was that?
Well, that was our first performance in South Africa. We went for a competition with a group of girls of mine. They're called Malkia. Malkia meaning queens in English. So we went for their all mutual amazing voices, and that was our first competition. Our first song, and I was so sick. I was bedridden. I had just come out of being bedridden, and then I'm told, you know what, we have to do this. And I said, yeah. It's like a soldier thing. Come rain, come shine. Let's do this. And then we went on stage, and surprisingly, every other sickness, every pain that was in me was left. I don't know where. And we did that song. Most of us equally there were sick. Yeah, because change of climate and other things there. But we managed to do it, and I was so happy. I'm so proud of the ladies.
I'm equally proud of you. You know why?
Thank you. Why?
I want to tell you, this is the time you do drum rolls. Because I like where you come from as a person and your background. Can you tell us something about where you went to school? High school.
High school, I went to Mukumu Girls High School, the Sacred Heart Mukumu Girls High School. I know you are Duke. I know, Duke. I know.
Sister school. That was our sister school, actually.
Yeah.
But you were never in love with us until you discovered no one else could love you the way we do.
Please. You are those boyfriends that we put under the table, and then now when everything backfires, we come like, just come outside.
Yeah. That's the problem. You are going there, then they take your money. Then you come to us who give us true love.
It is what it is. Ni Yesu. Mimi nakwambia ni Yesu.
Exactly. Muhonja, why I find this interesting is because I'm worried especially during this pandemic, there was an issue that came up, and a lot of directors and music producers for high school, that's during the music festival, and the drama directors, they were complaining the fact that drama students were not being allowed to actually go out there and show what they can do during the pandemic. Do you feel it is important to continue enhancing and building and molding art and such musical talents even within this period? And what role can they play to help address and spread the news about Corona?
Yes, I think it is very important for us to have art during this period because one, wasanii ni kioo cha jamii. We are the people who sit down and look at the society. For example, right now we're having a huge pandemic that has stopped so many things, that has brought about a lot of mental instability, that has brought about domestic violence, gender-based violence. It has brought about unemployment. It has brought so many things, you know. So for us, for people to understand what's going on, even for people who are not really at this particular place, it is the role of the artists to do that. And they do that through writing, through painting, through singing, through spoken word and poetry. And yes, it is very important. I also feel like our role as artists is to show the exact picture of it. Like, don't sugarcoat nothing. Just say exactly as it is. Call a spade a spade. If people are dying because of hunger rather than COVID, just say it. Yeah. If people are actually having mental instability, there's a lot of cases of depression, a lot of cases of suicide. We are supposed to speak about it. We are supposed to talk. We're supposed to create debates online and even out of social media with people and ask them, how can we deal with this? Yeah, because I think artists are the most depressed people, if you ask me. And I say this because I am an example myself. Yeah, but if we have these platforms, you realize that if I'm talking to you like right now, it is therapy for me. It is therapy for you. Yeah. So what you're doing is actually art. You're giving us a platform to express ourselves. Because most of the time we are healers. As an artist, I call myself a healer because I write music that touches your soul. I write music that speaks about the ills in the society. I write music that talks about the good things and praises good things that should keep going on, you know. But at the end of the day, when I go back home, who feeds my soul? You know, after I'm done with studio, after I put the headphones there and I've let my soul out in the studio, I've sung everything, I am drained. But when I come back home, who is there to listen to me? So I feel like it's very important for artists to speak up about this because it's so crazy for us. You don't want people to look at you like you're weak. You don't want people to look at you like, oh, so you are also human. Of course, I am human. I cry a lot. I write a lot. Sometimes I have mental breakdowns. Sometimes I am at the best place of my life. So it's okay, and it's okay not to be okay. So it's my role to tell people that yes, I struggle with this. This is how I deal with it. This is how I dealt with it, and it's okay if you feel like we can share a few tips here and there on coping with the same, then well and good. And I am never scared of sharing my experiences with people because I strongly believe that people relate more with me when I tell them my own story rather than saying, you know, there's a friend of mine who happened to pass through something like that, and that's okay for me.
Muhonja, you are such a queen, and I would love to have your queen team coming to Art in Art to do a major band night with us. I hope you can accept my invite because I would love to have all those ladies dancing with me as the control panelist because I can dance. Just ask me when.
When?
It's raining. Especially men. Okay. Let's have Victoria to help us close down the program. Vicky, what do you want to tell to Muhonja? Because the two of us were having a moment.
No, it's okay. You know what? It's your time to shine because anywho, but but
Are you
I
jealous?
no, I wanted to actually chime in, but of course I had to let you go on because you know that is my sector. That is what you were saying is my specialty. Is my specialty. Muhonja, thank you so much for being able to recognize that there's a problem in society and we do not have awareness enough on these matters. It is very, very important for us to speak on matters mental health, which is something that I am forcing myself to actually, be very, very alert and be able to stand up for, and not forcing myself in a negative way, but being able to get that energy because it can really be draining, but to be able to keep the fight. And that's what I would love to say to you. Keep up the good fight and keep being you, keep being amazing, keep being a healer, because at the end of the day, it will pay off and it will get back to you in 10,000 folds. If you ever need to speak, do not hesitate to contact us, contact me, and if you ever need a listening ear, we're always here. And that's one thing that we will always do, be there for the people that we actually meet around. That is what we're called to do. That is exactly what we're doing as well. And that is what we intend to continuously do, even until the day that I die, to be honest, because that is my purpose. And for everybody listening, do not hesitate to do this. It's responding to life and it's art in heart. If the words do not explain themselves, please, I will explain to you. Respond to life rather than react to life. And reacting to life means dealing with issues based on emotion and frustration. Most of it is usually the negative emotions, while responding to life is dealing with it logically. And sometimes you need that helping hand to be able to deal with it logically. Art in heart already speaks from itself, and we explained it so many times. Dealing with matters of the heart with art. And sometimes speaking might not be helpful, but being able to express yourself musically, painting, in whatever skill sets that you can be able to do, that is how you are able to deal with those matters of the heart. And that is what we're here for. So thank you so much, Mohonja. Thank you for everybody who has been tuning in. Before I finish my closing remarks, because I want to plug myself in, I would love Mohonja to just give her closing remarks, and then we, as the host, we shall finish the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Vicky and Ellie. This means so much to me, and I'm so happy that you guys took the initiative to talk about all this and talk about it in an artistic way. It is beautiful. May God bless your kind souls. Also, I am in the process of releasing my second song. It's called Kamulangu. It's a mixture of Chiluba language from Congo and Kiluya, which is my native language. So watch out for the same. Also follow me on all social media platforms. On Facebook, Muhonja, Facebook page Muhonja Africa, Africa with a K. On Instagram, Muhonja_Africa. And do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's at Muhonja Africa. Otherwise, may God bless your kind souls. I'm looking forward to having this again. I'm sorry I had issues with my phone because I was up and down in studio the whole day. That's why it was going off. But thank you so much for being patient. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Thank you for the kind messages. My phone is buzzing right now. But God bless you all.
God bless you as well. And before Ellie finishes with his lovely, lovely voice, even though I compliment him every day, he will still not see me. Anyway, I'm just gonna quickly go off. Hunter, thank you so much for being here, and may God bless you eternally, and may He completely replenish your wisdom and every single thing that is within you and your art in your heart, and may it continuously bless individuals out there. My loves, my sweethearts, you already know. You already know Victoria Nkatha herself, guys. We are here. Anywho, guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in every single Friday and for showing up in the comments. Y'all are amazing individuals. You keep the show alive, and your support means the world to us. Now, with that said, my name is Victoria Nkatha, bubbly, fun, and serious when she needs to be. And with all that, please do not forget to follow me on my social media accounts, which are Victoria_Nkatha and responding underscore to life. You already know on Facebook, Victorian Nkatha and responding to life. Do not forget to also check us out on Art in Heart, the Arts in Heart official on YouTube, and Art in Heart on Facebook and on Instagram. Please, please, please do not forget to tell a friend because we are growing and we are definitely glowing. And be part of the team, be part of the success story, be part of every single thing that happens on Arts in Hearts, because I tell you, we are going far and we're going together. If there's a saying that I love so much and I really appreciate, is that if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. And this is what we're building on Art in Heart. We want to go together and we all want to succeed together. So I'm just gonna push it kindly to Mr. Ellie, and bye. I love you guys. Mwah.
You know, Vicky, after so much beautiful speeches from beautiful ladies, as a gentleman, I'm left agape with nothing more to add. But I must say this, you ladies are looking beautiful. Thank you for making it to the show. And as I finish the cast, definitely, Vicky, I've noticed you, but I'll be looking forward to be serenaded with Muhonja's voice, because she does something to me with her huskiness. And for Elisha, who was here, thank you so much, sir, for honoring us, and every single person that tuned in tonight to be part of the cast, including in the comment section, in the sharing, and every single way. Our producers, our directors, and our very tired producer, because he was working around the clock to make sure we have this show. Thank you so much, Mwema and Zomo. And of course, the entire team of Art in the Heart, Godi Sejero, Norina, Bata, Nyanduko 254, and one of our very main Connect, Tina Kagia. Thank you so much, madam. We always are honored to be with you on board. Having said that, remember, this month, May, is the month of mental health awareness. So we have every single package ready for you. Tune in every Sunday on Ellie's Hangout from 9:30 p.m. East African time, because we have stories that you need to listen to, and stories that might just change your perspective about life. Remembering, you are never alone. You have other warriors fighting and walking with you through the journey. And that's why yours truly is always ready to bring you those stories. Tomorrow night, I'm with Nyokabi GK Kamau on the Family Edition. Guess what we're talking about? Yes, the domestic managers. Those ones that you think mean nothing, but they mean every single thing to you. Those ones that you guys do not pay well because you believe they do not deserve it. The same ones you entrust your children with. What am I talking about? Find out tomorrow on Family Edition from 9:30 p.m. Remember, my name, as always, is Likuyani Ellie, and I love you all. Because, yes, Vicky.
I have to stop you, because you mentioned something that I forgot to mention. Mental Health Awareness Month. Every single day, or rather I try every single day, but definitely there will be more than 4 videos per week. Those are 4 videos per week on Responding to Life's channel in honor of Matters Mental Health. We have already discussed mental health and in terms of work-life balance. We have also discussed a lot about how to deal with your own personal mental health and putting yourself first. And we will be discussing Matters Mental Health in men, children, and much, much more, and how to be able to deal with crazy bosses as well. Not anyhow, but this is something that we are doing in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, and we're continuing the 100 Days of Happiness Challenge as well. So do tune into that. And sasa nimenyamaza, I have gone.
Victoria Nkatha, there she is, the mental health warrior. And of course, she guides you in the right steps. Remember, we have this and many more every single Sunday. So tune in. And this is an example of how it went down 2 weeks ago.
I was alighting the wife was waiting for me, and it's a friend of mine. She's also from campus. We're all in the same campus doing different courses. She was waiting for me, and all she did, she just asked, "Hi." And I said, "Hi." And she just hugged me for like 5 minutes. At that point, I'm like, am I making this up? Is this thing for real? Am I so sleep? I try and sleep. I cry a bit and then sleep because I'm so overwhelmed. I'm just like, I feel that like I was thoroughly convinced 9th December 2018 would have been my last day on this planet. And this is weird. This is strange for me, and I owe my life to very many people. This guy JJ put up a group together. I don't know how many people. And they paid for my therapy session.